We're going to go ahead and set a new trap set. I actually caught a coyote on this set last year. I was just telling Paul, I like to have backing, but you don't want it to make it look too unnatural, so that the coyote will come in. Try to keep the coyote to the front of the set. So this is the exact set from last year I caught the one on. But you're going to see my soil here is extremely rocky and difficult sometimes to set a trap. But I'm going to go ahead and get the trap anchored before I set the bait hole and all that stuff. So you can hear the rocks. All right, and then what I do is I take and drive, hopefully, an anchor hole. That's going in pretty smooth. I'm hitting rocks now. Okay, then I can take the earth anchor, if you can see that real well. This is, I call it a bullet anchor. But when you drive this down into the ground, then you go to pull it up, it actually pulls it flat so that it anchors it into the ground and the coyote can't pull it out. Drive that down in. And then lift up on it, and that's anchored. That's how you anchor your traps into the ground so the coyote doesn't pull it away. All right. This is an MB 650, a little bit more coyote specific. It takes a little bit more pressure to get this trap to go off. Okay. Okay, the trap's set. Now I'm not going to bed it yet until I get the bait hole. So I'm actually going to use what I call a pipe dream set here. So I'm going to put another hole in the ground. And then I'm going to drive just a pipe into the ground. And that's what I'll put my bait in. Now that I'm ready for that, I'll go ahead and bed the trap. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that it's required by law that you have your traps tagged. So I've got a little brass tag that I ordered online. It has my name and address on it. So if anybody finds this trap or whatever, they know who set it because it belongs to me. So that's one of the laws that you have to follow. And all my traps and snares, for that matter, also have to be tagged. Pan cover. And I caught that coyote the other day. People who don't trap don't realize if this trap were to trigger on my fingers, yeah, I mean, it would smart for a few seconds, but it doesn't hurt. And it just holds, it's made to hold them here until I get here, which is why the law requires you check your traps within every day, every 24 hours. So that way that the animal's not here, not a prolonged agony or anything, any longer than they have to be. The suffering is actually if you leave in the trap for very long. The suffering is not actually the trap holding him there. We'll get a little bait. This is the bait that I make. I make it out of deer meat, and then I take rats or mice that I catch, and then I put a little skunk essence in it, some bacon grease, and mackerel that I buy from Kroger, and I let that stuff sit and marinate so it smells wonderful. I put that down in the pipe dream set, so that pipe will hold that bait. When I use a Q-tip for this one, this stuff is really a skunk-based scent. I put a little bit out on a Q-tip so that it'll stay there. and then I'll cover that pipe up, make it look like the hole there. I want that trap about 9 to 12 inches away. Some people say 15. This seems to work well for me. And then I'll get my wax dirt. Cover that up. Alright. Flatten that out. A little bit of camouflage on it. And that's it. Hopefully we'll have a coyote here within the next couple weeks. Usually rebait my traps about once a week. I usually come up on the weekends and rebait them, although I do check them every day. Okay, one of the things I didn't explain earlier as well is just, because we do care about the animals. We're actually doing this to save deer and turkey, but we also don't want the animal that we're taking out to be in pain until we get here and put it out as quick as possible. But swivels. So this has 2 swivels on it. So they will turn real easy so that animal can turn and twist that trap. It's not locked in one position, which is extremely uncomfortable. That's my tag that's on the trap. Like I said, I bought that online. It's got my name and address on it, so it's my trap. So that's, like I said, the law requires that. So, but the swivels are a big deal so that it's able to turn and twist the trap. It also makes it a little harder for them to pull it out of the ground. So, but that's a big deal. This is a double swivel trap.